it is Eunagina here and welcome to another speed build. So today I am going to be building a bowling alley because, as you know, probably most likely, we just got a new bowling stuff pack. So I thought, you know what, I am going to be making a bowling alley. Everyone pretty much is, so there are lots of them out there. So that also means that I wanted to do something that was not like the exact same as everyone else, because everyone is sort of just feeling the entire sort of retro vibe. And I'm not ignoring that at all in this video, but I'm just putting a little bit more of a different spin on it, because I am going to be making it into a jazz bowling alley. So basically it is going to be a 50s bowling alley, so it's going to be retro in that respect, but it is not like going to be that sort of same style as what I'm seeing a lot of other people doing. So I just thought it would be cool to combine the jazz aspect, and then it is sort of fitting into this whole New Orleans theme as well in Willow Creek, which I just thought was super awesome because that's also like as far as I know, that there is a lot of jazz going on in that town. I do not live in the US, so maybe I am wrong, but I do seem to remember that that is the case. So yeah, I just thought it was cool to do something jazzy. I like it. So there's going to be like a little jazz stage on the inside as well, and then of course there's going to be the bowling alleys. So you can definitely just go here, have a really relaxing time and have a drink and listen to the jazz and do some bowling and all of that. I think it's a really cool hangout. I would definitely enjoy going to a venue like this myself, I think, because it just seems really relaxing. If you're not really feeling the whole like super upbeat, retro tacky bowling alley kind of theme that you can definitely also do with this pack, which I also think is awesome, by the way. I don't have a problem with that at all. I think it's super cool. I love all the items that we got. I think it's so nice, and I do want to try and build something more in that style, the retro style, but not this time. I wanted to do something different, so I am doing that. So the inside is going to be a little bit more sort of it's going to be more, how do I say that, like more calm looking, sort of a little more subtle colors. It's going to be sort of there is a word that I wanted, but I just can't remember the word right now. But anyways, it's going to be feeling a lot more relaxed on the inside. There are going to be some bright colors, but it's not going to be like too much for the eyes. It is definitely going to be a lot more sort of elegant. I think elegant is actually here a pretty good word for this club, not a club, but this it's actually a lounge, by the way. I made the lot a lounge because I thought that fit the entire jazz theme as well, that it was sort of like a nice lounge where you can just sit, relax, have a drink and listen to jazz and do some bowling if you also want to do that. So yeah, I think that's super cool, and I like it. I actually really like it. And as you can see, the building that I'm making, like, I'm not going to be making this time something like some super spectacular architecture, because I don't feel like bowling venues are ever like super spectacular, and also like I wanted this lot to fit in very much with its surroundings, so I want it to really have the same feel as the buildings around them. As you can see, what I'm doing right here with these pictures, that was actually an idea I got, and then I looked at the building next door, and it has the exact same thing with like a big jazz sign right there. Funnily enough, I actually did not get the idea from that, but yeah, so oh well. That's fine. I wanted that idea, I thought it was nice, so I had those big jazz signs or pictures or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I think it's quite nice. I mean, I said it's not a super spectacular building, but I think it's a nice building. I like it, and it fits into its surroundings very nicely. And I think once I sort of put a few more details on it and all of that, it is of course just the sort of brown brick and all of that, but I think it turns out quite nicely in the end. And then we've also got this nice big rooftop terrace towards the back of the house. So you do have like an upstairs room here with like a platform or like a well, there's like a landing when you go up the stairs, so you can look down to the lower parts of the bowling alley up there, and then you can then go out to the roof terrace, and it's super nice, I think. So you can go out there. I do imagine that people will probably be going out there to have a smoke and all of that, and I know that, you know, whatever. People would probably do that, especially in the 50s, because there were probably not a lot of awareness about smoking not being super good for you. So I do imagine that that's what people would be doing out there, hanging out in between, maybe in between songs from the band when they were taking breaks, or I don't know, whenever. So yeah, I have had a little bit of a troublesome day, mostly because I have not been super well. I actually did not know whether I would be able to get a video out today, but I was very stubborn and I ended up saying, okay, you have to do this, you have to try and get your video out even though you're not feeling super good. So I ended up doing it anyway. So I woke up in the morning and I still had a headache. I had a headache in the night as well, and I didn't really sleep that much. I woke up with a headache, and then I thought, okay, never mind that. I'm going to try and do some work on this video because I had already recorded it. I just needed to edit it and then do audio recording as well, and then that was it. But when I got up and sat in front of my computer, I just sort of I looked at an orange and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna eat an orange. And then I started peeling it and I started feeling worse and worse, and then in the end I just felt so sick and I had to go throw up in the bathroom, and that was just so horrible, and my headache just became a lot worse from that, so I just sort of had to go back to sleep, and I only woke up sort of late afternoon, well, not late afternoon, but sometime in the afternoon, mid-afternoon. So yeah, and I've not been feeling great since then, so I really didn't know if I would be able to get a video up for you guys, but I really felt like I should just try and work through it, and I am feeling better now. Otherwise I might not have done it, but I am feeling better now. I still do have a little bit of a headache, but it is manageable right now, so I will just do this because I do want to get the video out, and it is not a super long video, so I thought that was okay. So this is the upstairs area where I just thought I wanted this sort of little platform where you can look out from the upstairs to the lower part of the room, and I'm also going to put in some nice big chandeliers, which I think looks super nice, and as you can also see, I'm using more muted colors as well for this place, and muted was definitely the word I was looking for earlier when I was just taking forever to figure out what I was trying to say. But no, muted colors is what I was trying to say. It does have a lot of muted colors. I have mixed in some bright colors as well, because I do think that there should also be bright colors, but I did want it to feel very sort of muted and classy, because I felt like that sort of fit the entire jazz theme. And then I'm using those vintage glamour stuff paneling thingies with the blue mixed with yellow to sort of pop some colors in there, which I thought was quite nice. It definitely has that retro vibe over it, and then it brightens up the place a little bit without it looking tacky or anything, which I definitely don't think this place does. It does not look tacky in my opinion. So yeah, I was just trying to figure out where to put this bar, because actually I have put this lot on a quite small lot. It's just a 20 by 30 lot, and it's a lot smaller than I realized, especially because the bowling alleys are taking up so much space. So I didn't actually have as much space to work with, so it was a little less space than I realized, so I didn't know where to put the bar, but I found this place in the end. This was the most logical place to put it, I thought, so I ended up doing that. And I actually think these curtains, or whatever you want to call these things, are super awesome for this particular place. I love them in gold, and they just I feel like they fit in super well in this bowling alley. I really like them. I ended up putting these things on the wall over there where the staircase is, but I really didn't like them, so never mind that. I really like the bar area with the mirror and all the gold colors. I actually think it looks so classy. I really like this sort of the classy feel and muted feel mixed with some a little bit of pops of colors, but I feel like it's a very relaxed place, and I like that. I do like that quite a lot. That's a little bit close to the bowling area that I'm making those half walls. So I'm moving it back a little bit, and I'm going to be using a lot of bowling stuff pack objects in this build as well. I'm going to be using the couches that came with it, or the seats, or whatever you want to call it. And also a lot of the chairs, etc, etc. So I'm going to overlap these sofas a little bit, also because there wasn't like room for more than one in there, but I also did not want to use something else. I wanted these sofas, so I didn't want that sort of area that was glitching on top of each other to be too visible, because that would look a little bit annoying to the eye, so I tried to cover them up with some side tables, or what are these, console tables, or what are they even? Are they dressers? I'm not sure what they are. But anyways, just sort of some tables there, which is fine, I think. So this is going to be the stage. I'm going to delete that shelf, not because I did not want it to look like a stage like that, but because I actually wanted the instruments and the microphone to be accessible and usable. And what you can see I'm doing right here, this wasn't a violin that I sized up because I wanted it to look like what are those called? Not just the bass, but are they called contrabass in English? I'm not actually sure, but you see those a lot in jazz, so that is why I wanted one of those, but we don't actually have one of those in The Sims 4, so I put in a violin and sized it up so that it sort of looked like one. It probably does definitely not look like one to someone who is very familiar with an instrument like that, but I think it sort of looks enough like it to represent one of those, so I think that was nice. So actually so far I have not watched like any videos of anyone building bowling alleys yet. I have like seen a couple of pictures, but I have tried to stay clear as much as possible of like watching too many pictures and too many videos. I haven't watched any videos, just a few pictures of a few bowling alleys, just because I knew that I wanted to make one myself. So I didn't want to feel influenced by that, and I didn't want to sort of make anything that was too similar to what other people were doing or what someone else was doing. So I wanted to feel influence-free, so that's great. One thing that's sort of annoying is that these lights, I really like them. They're super nice, but they just don't give enough light, and that's really the problem with so many lights in this game. But there are a few lights that are actually bright, so I don't know why they couldn't just make all the lights bright like that. That would have been a lot nicer. Clustering them together like that, like layering a few together, was actually a little idea I got from watching the Sim Supply's overview video when he did like the overview or review of the stuff pack, build items and build and buy items. He did sort of put two of those lights together, and I just put a few together as well. I put 3 together because I thought that would also look nice. But yeah, I got that idea from there because I thought that looked pretty cool. So yeah, but I wish they gave a lot more lights, especially because they don't like give light to the sides, if that makes sense. It's more like a spotlight, so it only gives light directly under them, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I do wish we had better lighting in this game. I really do. But I'm guessing I'm not the only one, to be honest. I do see a lot of people who have problems with that all the time, so yeah. The bathrooms are not like the most spectacular, but then again, I do not think any bathrooms in a place like this are that spectacular, so I think that's alright. Yeah, so I hope you guys will enjoy this bowling venue, and I hope your Sims will as well. I will definitely be using this one, I think, because I just like the style. I like the relaxing feel of it. You can sort of have a fun evening as well as also having a relaxing evening at the same time, which I think is pretty nice. I did want to use this rug because I think it's super cool. I love this rug and I love all the swatches that come with it, but it didn't really fit in. It was also quite big for this small space that I have, so I ended up not doing that. I'm swapping out some lights as well. Because the original lights that I had used to layer on top of those hanging lights to make it brighter were very cold. There is a difference between a lot of the lights in this game. There are some lights that are very white and cold, and then there are some lights that are very warm and yellow. And if you have a sim on the lot, you can always just go into change the colors of the light in live mode, but I did not really have a sim on the lot this time, so I did not do that. So I just changed the lights to a different light on top of these hanging lights so that the light would be a little more soft and yellow instead of this very sort of aggressive cold white light that was there before. I didn't really like that in this place. It didn't really fit the whole place. I really felt like this place needed to have very soft lighting, very relaxing lighting. And I really like these couches. I don't know why, I just really wanted them in. Oh, and I also placed a bubble blower because I thought that was super cool, and I thought that was definitely something I could see going on here, just sort of having a little bit of a smoke on that bubble blower right there. I thought that was something I could definitely imagine going on in this little bowling alley club lounge thingy. Bowling alley club lounge thingy, yes, that one. And I do love all of these jazz pictures we have. We have so many good jazz pictures. That's so awesome and it's all base game as far as I remember. Because basically not New Orleans, but Willow Creek is supposed to look like New Orleans, I'm guessing, because it does. So it sort of has a lot of objects that is similar to that style. But anyways, guys, we are actually towards the end of me sort of decorating this place. I'm just going to finish off this balcony here, and then I'm going to do a few more decorations out towards the front. And then I will be leaving you with the screenshots and some music, and then I will see you on the other side after that. So that is what's going to be happening in just a moment. I'm just going to be putting in a few bushes and flowers and stuff, and then we're basically there. I just wanted a little bit of green out the front because I thought that would be a little bit nicer, and then a little bit of a path out the front. But that's it. I'll see you on the other side, guys. See you there. Bye! Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you enjoyed the screenshots. Let me know if you liked this bowling alley and if you think you're going to be using it in your game. I would love to know what you thought of this bowling alley basically. So if you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. That means a lot to me because I'm a very new channel, so it helps me quite a lot. And also, if you are not subscribed to my channel already and if you enjoyed this video and if you enjoy my content, it would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe to my channel channel, because as I said, I am a new channel, so every like, every comment, every subscriber counts for me, and it helps me out so much, and I appreciate it a lot. So anyways, I also just wanted to tell you guys that I have just been featured in a Sims VIP April Spotlight article. So if you want to get to know me a little bit better and you want to read about how I started YouTube and what my history with The Sims is, if you feel like getting to know me a little bit, you should go and have a look at that article that I wrote, so you can get to know me a little bit. That would be great, if you want to, of course. So I will leave a link to that article down below in the description if you feel like reading it. And I am also going to be working on some tutorials from the Sims VIP website, so from now on you will be able to see some tutorials, written tutorials from me on that website. And I will of course also continue doing my video tutorials. My Building 101 series will continue on the channel, but there will also be some written tutorials on the Sims VIP website. But either way, guys, that was just a little announcement, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a great day, and see you soon.